You can pause it for a little bit. All right, good morning, folks. Hope you have your cup of coffee. This morning here, 7 a.m., we've got the Saskatchewan Stormhawks versus the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Semi-final game. The winner will go on to play Lakeville North or Minnetonka. Just about ready to drop the puck here. Clark, Schneider, Plastic, Duda, Kuzmarchek, and we're off. Clark wins the draw. Over to Duda. Duda back to Clark. Clark with speed now. Gets it up to Plastic. And Jefferson just throws it into the zone. Kuzmarchek now. A little bit of a wall battle. Plastic comes away with it, brings it up to neutral ice, center ice. Throws it in. And Jefferson just throws it down and ices it. So we'll switch them up. Puente, Giannetti, Nichols, Smith, and McNeil. Puente on the draw. Jefferson rings it around, gets to the point. Ethan Smith tries to hold, but goes into the Jefferson bench. So neutral zone face-off here. Smith back with it. Oh, intercepted. Puck intercepted. Jefferson tries to throw it on net. Doesn't get there. Hansen in goal. Stormox get it up to Giannetti. Giannetti gets it to Puente. Puente tries to deke around, but Jefferson knocks him off the puck. Over to Smith. Smith back to McNeil. McNeil looks. Reverses it. Over to Smith. Smith. Over to Seaver. Seaver's going to bring it in the zone. Do a stop. Gets center. Throws one towards the net. Molter. Out to Coots. Coots tries to rip one. I don't know if it was blocked or he fanned on it. And here comes Jefferson. Coots now rides his guy into the wall. Recovered by Seaver. Now back to Coots. Coots looking. Gets one up ice over to Seaver. Seaver tips it. No icing. Stormox now deep in the zone. Behind the net. Nice give and go by Seaver and Moltier. Gets right out to Coots. Coots rips one on goal. Oh, rebound. Seaver tried to deflect it on, just held wide. And we'll get a face-off in the Jefferson zone. Now Clark, Plastic, Schneider, Kuzmarchek, Duda. Jefferson tries to ring it around. Comes out to neutral ice, but Clark intercepts. Clark along the wall, throws it deep to Plastic. Plastic behind his goal, back to Clark. Clark's got Duda at the point. Duda looks. Duda gets around one guy. Duda shoots on goal, deflected by Schneider, but Jefferson's goaltenders covers it. Clark wins the draw, back to Duda. Duda drops it down low to Plastic. And here comes Jefferson. Out to neutral ice, center ice. Kuzmarchek races back. Puck taken by Plastic. Plastic's going to go wide. And he dumps it down low. Schneider's in on the forecheck. Schneider with it now. Tries to get it out to the point. Duda holds the line for a second, but it comes out to center ice. Kuzmarchek retrieves and just dumps it low. Schneider with a steal. Schneider back to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek tries to get one to the net, but blocked by Jefferson. Out to neutral now. Here's Marchek, Duda, up to Schneider. Schneider's gonna drive in. Here goes Schneider. Reverses over to Clark. Clark rips one just over the goal. Duda throws it back down deep. Behind the Jefferson net, they ring it around, and they're gonna come out to neutralize here, center ice. They bring it into the zone now. They'll battle in the corner here for a second. Puente's got it behind his own goal. He's surveying. Passes it up to Classic. Now it's back to Puente. Puente in the zone, looking for somebody to pass it to. He's got Smith at the point. Smith rips one right on goal. But the Jefferson goalie's there. Stormox with Puente, Nichols, Giannetti, McNeil, Smith. Smith's got it at the point. Smith dumps it down low to Nichols. Now Jefferson's got it. They bring it out to center ice. Stormox doing a good job back checking here now. Shot just wide. Stormox intercept and get it clear to center. Well, getting to Jefferson's going to be offsides here, so we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 9:56 left in the first period. 0-0 score. Clark off the draw. Over to McNeil. McNeil to Nichols. Nichols throws it down deep. Jefferson's able to clear the center ice, but McNeil's there. McNeil gets his guy off the puck. Smith now recovers. Smith reverses to Nichols. Nichols now behind his own net. Brings it up the boards to Giannetti. Giannetti gets it up to Clark. Clark one-on-one. He's got a chance here, folks. Here he goes. Tries to backhand one on. Had a chance for a rebound, but nobody was close enough to follow. Now we get Seaver, Molter, Kent, Charchenko, and Coots. Jefferson chips it up the wall and out. Over to Charchenko. Charchenko wants to go with it. Charch drives it in. Here comes the Jefferson, neutralized. Good back checking by Seaver there. Caused a turnover. Now the Stormox recover. Molter, Kent, Molter comes away with it. And we're gonna get an offsides on the Stormox. Kent lost an edge for a minute there, or for a second, and just couldn't hold the lines. So both teams kind of feeling each other out a little bit right now, I feel like. 8:34 left in the first period. Clark. Classic. Schneider. Now Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek tried to get it on net. Clark tried to redirect. Now Classic out to the point. Duda. Duda down low to Clark. Clark gets around one guy. Clark looking for somebody to pass to now. Back down to Schneider. Schneider's in the corner now. Clark goes to support. Classic. Oh, we're going to get a stripping penalty on Jefferson here, it looks like. And the Stormox will go on the power play. So Clark, Schneider, Giannetti, Pulasic, and Duda. Clark wins it back to Duda. Duda over to Pulasic. Pulasic now. Back to Duda. Duda drives in. Duda rips one. Just goes over the netting. Now Clark. Duda. Pulasic. Pulasic's gonna drive in again, looking for Schneider, looking for somebody. Pulasic takes his time. Minute 7 left in the power play. Duda from the point. Duda over to Pulasic again. Pulasic tries a shot. Puck deflected. Clark behind his net. Clark goes for a skate. Clark just skating, looking for somebody to get it. Over to Duda. Duda over to Pulasic again. Pulasic rips one on net. There's a rebound. Schneider tried to re-deflect. And we get a whistle with the netting going off its moorings. So 39 seconds left in the power play. Nichols is going to take the draw now. Nichols, Schneider's being held, no call. And Jefferson just going to ice it. So 29 seconds left in the power play. 6:53 left in the period, 0-0 score. Clark's going to take the draw this time now. Clark over to Duda. Duda's looking, back to Clark. Clark wants one. He rips on goal, rebound. No chance there for the Stormhawks. And we get an icing again, so 17 seconds left in the Stormhawks power play. Nichols now with the draw. On his strong side. Clark goes in, holds the line. Over to Schneider. Schneider looking for somebody to pass to. Schneider's looking. Jefferson doing a good job keeping their goalie clean. Over to Giannetti. Duda. 1 second left in the power play. Full strength. Now here comes Duda. Duda rips one on goal. Just wide, actually. Giannetti recovers the puck. Giannetti tries another pass. Schneider just couldn't deflect that one. Now here comes Duda. Duda over to Schneider. Schneider dumps it down low. He's going to go for a change. Duda's going to change. Here comes Jefferson. They get it down into the Stormhawks zone. McNeil back to recover. McNeil reversed it, or Seaver reversed it, and then now Seaver's got it again. Seaver up to, tried to get one to Moulter, and we'll get an icing here on the Stormhawks. Coots, Charchenko, Seaver, Kent, and Moulter. Seaver on the draw. Puck gets to Braden, he just deflects it over into the corner. You got a scrum in front of the net. Still scrum. Braden was on the ground, but Braden with the glove. Braden with the glove save. Little physical in front of the net there for a second, folks, and Hansen decides good time to glove that one down. Get a reset here. Now Clark on the draw, but Jefferson controls. They try a centering pass. Noah. Plastic now. Plastic drives it into the zone. Puck comes out to Charchenko. No icing. Now Coots has got it. Coots tries to get it over to Schneider. Does. Schneider looked for somebody to pass to. He's got Clark. Clark behind his net. Or behind the net. Schneider over to the forecheck. Now Smith. Puck intercepted by Neal. Now up to Smith. Smith's going to get around one guy. He's going to bring it into the zone. Smith tries to dump it down low. Puente over to McNeil. McNeil over to McNeil. Gets it over to Nichols. Nichols is going to go in with speed. He's trying to catch Jefferson on a change. Nichols throws it on net. Rebound. Now Puente and Nichols behind the net. Netting comes off again. That's twice now the nets come off on the Jefferson's end. Might need a warning here pretty soon. So neutral zone face-off. Puente, Nichols, Giannetti. Puente wins the draw, gets it back to McNeil. McNeil looks for somebody, over to Puente. Puente gets around one guy, drug down, no call. Here comes Jefferson back the other way. Good back checking by Giannetti. Jefferson tries a shot that goes wide. Now Puente's up with it, he's got Giannetti. Giannetti's looking to get it to Nichols. Nichols is going to hold, and then Giannetti's going to bring it in. Good stick work there by Jefferson. They intercept that neutral zone at center ice. Here comes Moulter now. Moulter center ice. Moulter goes wide. Gets it down deep. Goes in. Kent in on the forecheck. Jefferson throws it all the way down. We'll get a icing on the Jaguars. So 2 minutes left in the first period. 0-0 game. Clark, Schneider, Pulasic, Kuzmarczyk, and Duda out on the ice. Clark on the draw. Clark wins it cleanly, right back to Kuzmarczyk. Clark, quick shot, deflected. Schneider goes behind the net. Again, good opportunity there for the Stormhawks. Kuzmarczyk holds, tries to center it over to Clark. Good stick work by the Jaguars right here. They've just been knocking the puck off of our sticks. Stormhawks are gonna have to be a little stronger, use their bodies a little bit more. Plastic comes away with it, gets it over to Duda. Duda's going to drive in. Duda rips one right on net, blocked wide or into the corner by the goalie. Jefferson brings it into the zone, but the pucks, they try to go to that point and it skips by. Plastic just out of gas, but he goes in for the forecheck. Jefferson throws right back in. Duda back. Duda reverses. chips it up the boards. Puente's there with him. Puente's got Nichols and Giannetti. Now Giannetti center ice, brings it into the zone wide. Looking for somebody to pass to, tries a shot on net. There's a rebound. Rebound still sits there. Puente behind the net, goes all the way around to Coots. Coots tries to slap one on net, deflected wide. Here's Marchek over to Coots. Coots tried to get it up to Nichols. Puente comes away with it. Puente right down the center, right between the dots, rips one on goal. Deflected wide, he fouls his own rebound. Good job by him. Behind the net, we got Giannetti. He's got Charchenko at the point. 10 seconds left. Charge tries a shot. Off net. 5 seconds left. 1 second and that'll do it for the first period. Great first period there. We'll be back in 1 minute. We're back, folks. Start of the second period. Just a reminder, after this period, they'll cut the ice, so we'll have about a 10-minute break after this period. Stormox with their top line out there right now. Clark, Classic, Schneider. Stormox get it into the zone now. Brings around to Duda. Duda down low to Clark. Clark tries center to Schneider. Schneider, just good defense there by Jaguars, and Schneider couldn't get the shot off. Comes out to neutral. Back to Duda. Duda flips it to Schneider. Schneider centers it to Clark. Clark over to Classic. Rips one right on goal. Rebound. Cuts it through the crease. No second opportunity for the Stormox. Schneider tries another tip. Stormox putting a little pressure on the Jaguars here now, and Jefferson throws it in. They're going to change all five. Chance for to catch him off guard here. Classic just out of his reach. Clark's got it though. Clark brings it into the zone. Clark looking. Clark wants one, rips one. Another rebound opportunity. And Jefferson chips it by. But Cody's going to be there to recover. Good job by him. Now Duda up the ice to Puente. Puente goes wide. Puente is looking, tries the centering pass to Nichols. Giannetti. Out to the point. Coots rips it on net. Deflected just wide by Puente. Charchenko up to Puente. Puente's got Nichols with him. Good job by the Stormhawks holding his own. Now here comes Jefferson. Nichols over to Giannetti. Giannetti's got 2 guys to beat. Giannetti, what has he got? Good stick work again by Jefferson now. And Jefferson end up icing the puck. So 12:33 left in the second period. Stormhawks applying a little pressure now. Seaver off the draw. Seaver wins it clean. Gets it back to Charchenko. Charchenko holds his own. Here comes Jefferson. Jefferson clears it out to center ice. Coots over to Charchenko. Charchenko up to Sievers. Back to Seaver. Moulter tries a shot on net. Puck comes out to center ice. Coots back to retrieve. Coots looking for somebody to pass to. Up to Kent. Kent's going to bring it in wide. Kent tries to get it deep. And does. Oh, shot by Seaver. I think it went off the goaltender's head. Kent at center ice now. Here comes Bloomington. Coots and Church back. Coots stick work. Coots rides his guy into the corner. Out to Kent. Now Kent, center ice. Kent pushed from behind, no call. Here comes Jefferson. Coots has got it. Looking for somebody to chip it to. Gets it out to neutral zone. Moulter. Seaver. Charchenko. Up to Kent, out of the zone. And we get a offsides on the Jaguars. So 11:04 left in the second period, 0-0 game. Clark, Plastic, Schneider, Smith, and McNeil are out there. McNeil gets it back in his own zone. McNeil down deep. Jefferson throws it. McNeil pins his guy. Oh, Jefferson tries a centering pass, gets through, but they couldn't connect, and it goes all the way out to neutral zone ice. So Jefferson will have to regroup. Plastic on Clark, Schneider, McNeil and Smith. McNeil reverses over to Smith. Smith up to Plastic. Turnover by the Stormhawks. But they recover. Shot on goal, Braden deflects it to the corner. Stormhawks get it out to the point, and it just clears, so Jefferson's gonna have to regroup again now. Schneider with some good stick work there. Puck comes out to Plastic now. Plastic gets it up to Clark. Clark's got Schneider with him. Clark drops it down to Smith. Smith right on goal. Another rebound. But Jefferson's able to clear it all the way down. Might be an icing. No icing. Over Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek back to Smith. Smith turns and looks. Tries to get it all the way up ice to Nichols. He's got Nichols. Nichols is behind his defenders. Good recovery by Jefferson. Push in the back, no call. Kuzmarchek over to Duda, but the puck skipped. So Duda back to retrieve. Duda up to Giannetti. Giannetti gets it over to Puente. Puente now looking, driving in, comes into the zone, goes wide. Puente spins. He's got Duda at the point. Here's Duda. Duda, shot, deflection. Deflected by Puente, but the Jefferson goalie, he's just standing on his head right now, doing a great job. Duda gets around one guy. Up to Nichols. Nichols got Giannetti with him. Nichols with a shot. Rebound, another rebound. Stormhawks are going to just have to crash the net and get one of those back doors to come through like yesterday. Here's Marchek. Tripped. No call. Refs are definitely letting them play here, folks. Now turnover by the Jefferson. They get it up to Giannetti. Right back to Duda. Duda tries to get up the zone. Seaver now. Seaver spins, looks, spins back into his own zone. Didn't like what he saw. Gets it over to Plastic. Now back to Duda. Duda spins up to Plastic. Plastic up to Schneider. Now Jefferson into the zone. Good stick by Marchek. He gets crushed. Duda up to Plastic now. Clears the zone. We're at center ice. Plastic tries to gain some speed. Goes in wide. Looks for a pass across to Schneider. Here comes Jefferson now. Jefferson cuts middle. Good chance here for the Jaguars, but Hansen stops it. Rebound. Schneider tries to tip it up to Clark. He's got Clark behind the defenders, but the Jaguars recover. Here comes Jefferson again now. Duda. Good back check by Clark. Saves an opportunity for Jefferson there to score. Jefferson again brings it in. They cut center. Shot just wide of the goal. Stormhawks been in the zone here a long time now. Finally, Clark gets control of the puck. He's going to get it out to neutral zone. Picked off by the Jaguars. They come in. Clark spins. Again, looks for somebody to pass to up the point. Gets it to Moulter. Moulter tries to get it out of the zone. Couldn't. Duda finally flips one up to center ice. Chance here now for the Stormhawks to change, and they are going to get most of everybody changed now. Kutz and Charchenko back on D. Jefferson throws it in. Clark around. Moulter out to the point. Shot on goal. Hansen decides he's going to make a stop here. So Seaver, Moulter, Kent, Kutz, and Charchenko out there. 5:53 left in the second period. 0-0 game. Seaver wins a draw, but goes right to a Jefferson who shoots on goal. Great job by Seaver. Seaver gets the puck, brings it all the way down. Finally, some offensive zone time for the Hawks. Puck comes out to Charchenko. Oh, nope, never mind. Jefferson's going to clear, but intercepted by Moulter. Moulter rips one. He wants a shot right on goal. This time, Jefferson gloves it down. So, Smith, McNeil, Seaver, Moulter, and Giannetti? No, Kent. Kent's in on the forecheck. Jefferson's able to get it clear. They bring it out. Cut center. Good back check by Seaver. Seaver gets it up to Kent. Kent goes wide. Gets it down low. Looking for the point to pass it to, but Jefferson's all over him. Good back checking by Puente now. Puente. Over to McNeil. McNeil gets it up to Moulter. Moulter drives it down low. Stormox are going to change up. Smith, Kuzmarchek, Puente, over to Kuzmarchek, up to Giannetti. 3-on-2, folks. Giannetti gets around one guy. Round 2, drives it on goal, shot. Rebound, whistle. No goal. Refs let the whistle go a long time there, folks. I'm surprised we didn't get a quicker one. Stormox are just going to have to get a greasy goal. The Jefferson goal, he's just too good. He stops the first one almost every time, so it's going to have to be a backdoor, a rebound, a deflection, somebody in front of the net. He's in good position. Now the Jefferson teammates are checking out their guy. Looks like the net might have went off again on the Jefferson goaltender. That's 3 times already today. Puente on the draw. Puente. Duda, Kuzmarchek are back. Jefferson brought it in, but they tried a centering pass, and the puck goes out all the way down into the Jefferson zone. Duda back to retrieve. No ice. Oh, we do get an icing. So we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone draw here for the Stormox. 3:52 left in the second period. 0-0 game. Clark, Schneider, Classic, Duda, Kuzmarchek out there with 3:52 left. Clark wins the draw clean, back to Duda. Duda, over to Schneider to try to get it to Clark. Duda tried to hold his own, but Jefferson loses it on the break-in, but they do a nice job with their sticks to hold his own for a second, but puck ends up going to Classic and into the Jefferson zone. Good poke check there by Kuzmarchek to force a turnover. Now Clark comes up with some speed, past center ice, brings it into the zone with speed. He's looking for somebody to pass to. Just does a blind shot. Rebound. Classic had an opportunity to get one in, but it just wasn't quite great. Kuzmarchek from the point over to Duda. Duda spins, fires just wide. Puck comes out to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek wants the slap shot. Now Schneider behind. He tried to center it right in front. And Jefferson clears. Kuzmarchek spins quick. See if he can beat the change, but no, Jefferson intercepted. They throw it on goal. Kuzmarchek's back. Kuzmarchek tips it down. Oh, Clark's on the end of his shift. He's just out of gas. He had a chance for a breakaway. Duda now. Schneider's going to bring it in. Schneider wants one. Tries a pass. And here comes Jefferson now. Nichols brings it in. Nichols tries another centering pass. And the netting is off again. That's 5 times I think the net has come off on the Jefferson goaltender. It's been on both ends too, so you can't say it's one net that's causing this. Puente on the draw. Coots, Charchenko back to Coots. Coots tries a centering pass, don't know who he's going to. Charchenko, good job helping out his partner there. Nichols back to Coots. Coots gets it to center ice and dumps it down deep. Stormox win on the forecheck. Giannetti over to Coots. Coots trips one. Just goes wide of the goal. Now Jefferson's going to clear. Charchenko gets it up ice. Right back to Nichols. Nichols taken down from behind. No call. Uh-oh, here comes Jefferson with a chance on a breakaway, but Coots recovered. Puente's gonna bring it in. Puente back to Tarchenko, Coots back. 3-on-2 for Jefferson. Coots drives it to the corner. Schneider trips it up the wall. Over to Clark, intercepted by Tarchenko. Good job to tip it out there by him. Good game here, folks. Jefferson tries to drive it in deep. Coots chips it back up the wall, right back down by Jefferson. Jefferson right to the center. No goal. Stopped by Hansen. Stormox drive it down. Schneider's in on the forecheck. Stormox change. Here comes Jefferson now. Jefferson tried to tip in. Hansen was there. Now Plastic. Plastic gets around. It's got a 2-on-2 with Noah. Schneider, Plastic. And we get an offsides on the Stormox. 2 seconds left in the second period. Great game, folks. Reminder now, we'll have about a 10-minute intermission here. Stormox win the job, but that'll do it. 0-0 after 2, folks. Opportunities for both teams, and we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. All right, folks, we're back. Period 3. Stormox come out with their normal top line. A little center ice time here now. Duda back to retrieve. Goes behind his net. Surveys. Passes it out to Plastic. Back to Duda, over to Clark. Clark up, or Schneider up to Clark. Clark over to Schneider. Schneider gets by one guy. Schneider rips up. He scores! Whatever Amanda said to him in between the periods sure worked, folks. She must have fired him up. Schneider rips one for a 1-0 lead for the Stormox. 14:25 in the third period. Second line out there now, Puente with Duda and Kuzmarchek. Duda rips it up to Giannetti. Giannetti goes wide, gets by one guy. Oh, good stick work again by the Jaguars. And now here comes Jefferson out the center ice. Good stick on stick by Kuzmarchek there. Puck fluttered into front of the goalie, but Hansen just deflects it wide now. Duda gets it to Giannetti. Giannetti passes it out to the center. Nichols in on the forecheck. Seaver's out there now. Jefferson tries ripping a shot, but Seaver and the Stormox do a good job of deflecting it out and out. Now Kuzmarchek up to Molter, back to Kuzmarchek, over to Duda up the ice. He's got Kent gets it down low. Seaver in the forecheck. Back come Jefferson. Good stick by McNeil there. McNeil battles his guys. Stormox turn and go. They get up to Seaver. Seaver's gonna go cut middle. Knocked off the puck by Jefferson, and back they come. Bouncing puck goes over to Molter. Molter flips it up to center ice. And we're gonna get icing on the Stormhawks. So 12:56 left, third period. Stormhawks up 1-0. We got Smith, McNeil, Clark, Schneider, and Plastic out there. Smith behind his net. Smith tries to get it up to Plastic. Molter gets around one guy. Over to Clark. Clark tries a shot, but it's deflected into the netting. We're going to get the forwards changed here. So we're going to go with Puente, Giannetti, Nichols, Coots, Charchenko, Puente. Now here comes Jefferson. Jefferson into the zone. Charchenko's there. Charchenko, good job, riding his guy outside. Puente comes away with it. Puente behind his own net. Up to Nichols. Nichols gets it up to Giannetti. Giannetti sneaks behind his guy. Can he get it out? Oh, just out of his reach. .11:40 left, third period, 1-0 Stormox lead. Clark on the draw. equipment issue with one of the Jefferson players that we're set now. Good sticks by the Stormhawks. They get it out of the zone. Offsides. So we're going to get a neutral zone face-off here. Top lines out there. Clark, Schneider, Plastic, Duda, Kuzmarchek. Clark wins the draw. Back over to Kuzmarchek. Gets it over to Duda. Duda up to Clark. Clark tries to split a few. Gets it over to Schneider. Schneider's got time. Schneider back to Clark. Clark grips one. Clark from Schneider for the goal. Good patience by Schneider there. Waiting, gets it back to Clark, and Clark does the rest. Looks like he flipped it over the goaltender's shoulder, right into the corner. 2-0 lead for the Stormhawks. 11-21 in the third. Seaver, Moulter, Kent, Kuzmarchek, Duda out there. Seaver wins the draw, back over to Duda. Duda surveys. Duda goes up ice, past center ice now. Oh. Good stick by Jefferson to turn it over there. Now Duda back to retrieve. Turnover by the Stormhawks. Jefferson, shot blocked by Hansen. Now Jefferson at the point. Good job by Kent, not let the shot off. Now Kent up the wall. Kent tries to get it over to Moulter, does. Moulter at center ice. Moulter dumps it down low. Stormhawks are going to change. McNeil, Smith are back. We got Nichols, Puente. Over to McNeil. McNeil tried to get it to Puente. Jefferson now back in their own zone. Puente holds, throws it down deep to Nichols. Nichols behind his net, he's got Giannetti. Giannetti behind his net. Giannetti centers right to point. Oh, went out to the point, and Smith and McNeil are back. Jefferson knocked off the puck. McNeil now. McNeil up to Giannetti. Giannetti's got a 2-on-1 with Nichols. Here we go, folks. Giannetti over to Nichols. Nichols rips one. Rebound. Blocked. And back the other way we go. Clark goes back, steals the puck from Jefferson. Turns and spins. He's got his feet moving. He's got speed. Sarchenko. Jefferson gets it back at center ice now. Jefferson with a shot goes wide. Jefferson with a great opportunity there. Stormhawks just able to knock it to the wall. Duda up the wall now. Clark. Duda, Clark. Duda. Duda rims it around. Another good opportunity for Jefferson. But Stormhawks are able to chip it out, but Jefferson recovers that center ice. Coots had his guy up against the wall now. Over to Sarchenko, now to Moulter. Moulter up to Seaver. Seaver or Plastic. Plastic gets around these guys. Now Jefferson brings it out. Coots, Smith, defenseman. Coots, poke checks. And we're getting a penalty on Classic. Looks like we're going to get a hook. So Jefferson's going to go on the power play with 7:32 left, third period. Stormhawks up 2-0. Ref's going to kick the Bloomington Jefferson player off the ice. Looks like he had another equipment malfunction. Ref doesn't want to wait for him to adjust it, so tells him to get off the ice. Nichols on the faceoff. Oh, quick shot by Jefferson. Good stick on stick by one of the Stormhawks there. Duda clears out the center ice. Smith and Duda are the defensemen. Another penalty. Looks like this time it's going to be Jefferson going on the penalty for hooking. So we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey here for about a minute and a half, or a minute. 7:06 left, third period. Clark, Duda, Puente, Giannetti. Clark controls over to Duda. Now to Puente. Puente goes in, rips right on goal. Jefferson goalie holds on. Clark now wins the draw, tries to get it back to Puente, just skips out of the zone, so Duda goes back to retrieve. Duda over to Puente, back to Duda, Duda back to Puente. Clark now. Clark's had enough, he's going to take it himself, he's going to skate, goes with speed, gets around one defender, but unfortunately turns it over now. But Jefferson was offsides. .6:36 left. Stormhawks win the draw. Giannetti's got it. Giannetti brings it into the zone. Gets around one guy. Looks for his point man. Out to Duda. Duda tried to get it back to Giannetti, but just wasn't able to. Shot was on goal, so Hansen has to play it. Out back to Puente. Puente flips it over to Duda. Duda up to Clark. Clark gets around a couple of guys, gets a shot on goal, but it's deflected into the netting, so we'll have an offensive draw here. 4 seconds left on 4-on-4, and then the Stormhawks will go on a 30-second power play. Duda now. Duda over to Clark. Duda over to Giannetti. Duda. Clark rips one, hits Schneider in the back. Schneider's wincing from that one. Looks like Schneider wants to change. .5:20 left in the third period. Now Clark, power play is over. Clark drives right in, centers, tries to get one over to Nichols, and the netting goes off again. One of these times it's got to be a penalty. I think that's 6 for the game so far. So we'll get a face-off here. Puente, Nichols, Giannetti, Kuzmarchek, and Smith. Puente back to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek over to Nichols. Nichols just rips it. But deflected just wide. Good forecheck by Giannetti. Over to Puente. Puente drives it back down deep. I think the puck was played with a high stick, so looks like we're going to get a face-off again. 4:43 left in the third period. Stormhawks up 2-0. Puente back to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek dumps it down low. Puck skips up over Giannetti's stick, but Nichols is there. Nichols reverses. Giannetti. Yeah, Giannetti still has it. Giannetti tries a centering pass. Puente. Nichols out to the point. Kuzmarchek brings it back down low to Nichols. Nichols and Giannetti battling behind the net. And here comes Jefferson now. They got Smith and Kuzmarchek back. Good stick on stick by Smith. Stormhawks now. Center ice. Giannetti's got some speed. Goes wide. Giannetti rips one. On goal. Deflected up in the air. Jefferson comes back the other way. Seaver. Shoulder hit. Oh. Had a chance there on a 2-on-1. Duda. Now Molter. Duda over to Charchenko. Charchenko. Looks like we get an offsides. Schneider rips one. Shot on goal by Jefferson. Hansen just covers it. Jefferson's going to use their timeout here. .220 left, third period. Stormhawks up 2-0. We took a peek over at the other rink. I think the score was 1-1 last we saw with Minnetonka and Lakeville North, so not sure the outcome there yet. But if the Stormhawks can hold, that's who they'll end up playing one of those two teams. You know what time mark the game would be if we win? You guys won? What was the final over there? 3-1? Long time out here. I think the refs have had about enough. So Minnetonka, we just got word that they won their game 3-1. So if the Stormhawks can hold up here, it'll be a rematch of our game with Minnetonka this weekend. Giannetti, open net. Icing. So Jefferson pulling their goalie here, knowing that they need to get a couple goals. Enzo. Ooh, Jefferson with a shot. Nice save by Hansen, deflects it into the corner now. Out to the point. Jefferson. Oh, shot by I believe Giannetti had another shot at it, just went wide again. Minute 45 left, third period, 2-0 Stormhawks lead. Clark with the draw. Oh, Puente's got a chance at an open net here. Puente gets past center ice. He's battling. Jefferson's all over him. They do a good job stopping him from scoring. Clark spins and fires just wide. Now Jefferson's going to get it at center ice. Good back checking here by Giannetti. Shot on goal. Jefferson blocked it loose in front of the net. Jefferson not able to bury it though. Now Duda. Duda pins his guy against the wall. 55 seconds left. Jefferson controls. Clark into the corner. Oh. Now it looks like we have a net malfunction by the Stormhawk goalie, so first one of the day for him. So we're going to get a face-off to Hansen's right. .43 seconds left. Clark, Duda, Smith, Nichols. Shot, Jefferson saved. Hansen, but there was a rebound and Jefferson able to score with 36 seconds left. Game ain't over, folks. So we have a 2-1 game now, 36 seconds left. What's Jefferson gonna do? Are they gonna keep their goalie pulled or are they gonna play 5-on-5? Clark wins the draw. Schneider throws it down into the corner. 30 seconds left. Puente in on the forecheck. Puente's trying to pin it up against the boards. Giannetti now. Puente comes away with it. Stays in the corner. Out to the point. Duda wants to rip a shot on goal. 14 seconds left. 12, 11, 10. Here comes Jefferson, center ice. Shot just wide. 2 seconds, 1 second. Foul in front of the net. Oh, a little extracurricular activities here now. Jefferson. And the Stormhawks win 2-1. Good game by both teams. Stormhawks able to pull away with it at the end. And we'll be playing Minnetonka at 12:15. So hopefully you guys will join us again, and we'll talk to you in a couple hours.